And we find out we're on Skazz's stream.
Yeah, that'd be funny, wouldn't it?
I think we might be, because nothing's coming through yet.
Yes, it is.
Oh, here we go. Hey, stream. That's working.
See?
Yeah. Yay.
Because guess what, Charlie Brown? I've got the fucking chat loaded up too.
Oh, yeah. We're organised.
And he just. In typical Rand Nerds fashion, we got the podcast.
We're basically on time.
There you go. Annie's already sent us a message. Hi, Annie.
Hi, Annie. Yes. Hello, Annie.
See, Annie's on time.
He is. Our listeners are more accurate and on time than we are.
See.
So, good evening on the TheSuffolkRam.
Skazz.
We're down to episode 139 of the Rand Nerds podcast.
Is it 139?
It is 139.
Oh, good.
Good year. Another of our lockdown podcasts.
Yeah, he's a fantastic, isn't he?
Is this the fourth one we're now doing?
Mate, I've lost all track of time. I don't even know what day of the week it is. I mean, well, obviously it's a Saturday, but the wife thought it was Friday, and I was like, nah, that can't be right. There's something I'm supposed to be doing today. There's definitely something I'm supposed to do today. I do it every 2 weeks. Why is it again? No. Look, I'd completely forgot I hadn't even sent you that edit. I did that like the day after the podcast. The last episode, I'd finished it like no time flat. And I was like, oh, there's something I've got to send to Ram. What is it again? Oh, hey, look, there's a text document here that I forgot to read. Oh, I better send Ram the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's all the stuff he asked me to do when he's done for me 2 weeks ago.
It's like, hang on a minute, has it really been 2 weeks? No!
Yeah.
So, I've got lockdown brain. It's worse than baby brain. I can't be dealing with it.
I found that before I went back to work, I did find that every sort of day started to merge into the other. Because you just once you get into a routine as well. But now I've been back at work now 2 and a bit weeks.
How are you finding it?
Well, we're doing lots of essentials. You'll be pleased to know we have people queuing up to buy seeds, paint, pillows, cushions. Some old boy came all the way in. Him and his wife must be both in their 70s with their gloves on, their helmets on, their visor, their masks on, with their walking sticks, walked up to buy a bag of compost. All the good stuff, really. Yeah, all the essentials.
They could have had most of those things delivered to their house. They do know that, right?
Well, yeah, we've had to shut down deliveries because it's all gone screwed up. So lovely. And I've been the one on the phone saying, I ordered this something off you 6 weeks ago. Where is it? Let me see if I can work out what's happened to that for you.
Thank you.
To be fair, 99% of people have been absolutely fine. They know what's going on. They know that everything's strained to a limit. They know that all the delivery codes are strained to a limit. If you say to them, it's been 4 to 5 weeks, I've not heard anything, then all they want you to say, yeah, out of stock, or the supplier's shut down because of COVID, you're not going to get that point for at least another month.
Yeah.
Most people have been absolutely fine with that because they know what's going on. They understand it. And they're quite happy to go, oh, fair enough. Okay, I just wanted to know. So that's basically my week. It's just been on the phone. The 3 phone calls I've been fielding this week is, where's my order? Are you open yet? On the phone, you ring someone up, they answer the phone, and you ask them, are you open? Well,
no, mate. No, I'm just in the office for the lulz. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was bored at home, so I thought, well, no one else is going to be in here, so I could, I figured I could TP the entire shop for the lulz.
Yes, exactly. Good luck, mate. We got any of that. Or do you have this item in stock? And if so, can I reserve it, please? That's basically been my week. It's just that on the phone all week.
Fantastic. So, I'm glad you're having a good time.
It's been marvellous. I mean, it's insane. There are people queuing, our car park, we had people queuing around the car park to the other side towards the takeaway, the other side of the car park. I won't say which one it is, but you know which one it is.
Yeah, wow. Oh dear. The joys of lockdown.
The joys of being an essential key worker. Hey. Yeah. There's a little dot matrix sign on Bloodmore Road. And every time I go down it, it's got it says, thank you, key workers. That's the only thing that gets me through the day as I drive past. I just see it, I'm a key worker.
You're thinking to yourself,
I'm essential. I'm essential.
You look at that sign and you think, you bastards. I could have been at home right now getting wrecked in Counter-Strike by some jumped-up 12-year-old.
Yep, and if I have my headphones on, he can even swear at me with racial tones.
That's it. He can say inappropriate things about my mum. What a dick.
Yeah. So yeah, other than that, it's been all good. I mean, I've hardly been in here, my little home from home.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah,
how do you cope?
It's been bad. It's getting very warm in here. I got freaked out yesterday in here. I came in. I've got you can't now people at home you've cropped it, but just sat next to me there's a coffee machine with an arm's reach.
You rich bastard.
Yeah, look.
I haven't even got a coffee machine.
Yeah,
I ain't even got a chair.
Costa Americano coffee, lovely. A little Tassimo, it's great.
Just saying this again. You complete and utter bastard. I haven't even got a chair. You rich fuck.
It's marvellous. It's smart. You put your thing in. It's all set to my settings or pre-programmed. So I just push a button out of my coffee cups.
I don't even know this guy anymore. What a complete bastard.
So I'm sat there. I look over to it. And I think, what's that on the drip tray? I look a bit closer. I think, oh fuck! It's one of the biggest spiders I've ever seen in my life. It's just sitting there on the drip tray.
I'm just going, yeah, mate. I'm amped on coffee.
Well, I'm thinking, okay, I can't leave this here. So I sort of noticed the drip tray a little bit. And it doesn't move. So I think, okay, it's not thinking of moving at the moment. So I gently lift the drip tray up and I start to walk towards my door, which was open, luckily, because it's been hot, so I had the door open.
Yeah.
I get halfway across, fucking thing moves and just sort of runs off the drip tray and falls to the floor. I panic and jump back.
He goes, throws the drip tray out the door.
It falls to the floor. I look at it and I went, why aren't you running? You know, you're now you're now on the ground now. You ain't got the height advantage you had a moment ago. You're now on the ground. Why aren't you running for cover? But it just was there.
It was eyeballing you.
Well, I gave it a little very gentle nudge with my foot and just getting ready to sort of panic and see it ran up.
And then it bit you. You lost your leg.
It didn't move. I just noticed again. I realised it was dead. It didn't run off the thing. It slid off. It's dead, but it's intact. It's not like. I'm used to finding like the spider's sort of exoskeleton, the shell.
Yeah.
I'm used to find that. This is, it's like a fully intact spider that's just died.
Yeah, because it's preserved by caffeine.
Well, do you know what? That is more freaky. I find the things I don't like spiders. I don't like spiders. I'm not a fan of spiders. But that it's being intact. It somehow freaked me out more. That if it had been alive, I wouldn't be so freaked out. But it's just like, what killed it? What thing has murdered the spider in my home? Why did it die of old age? Why doesn't it die of
it was the caffeine, mate. Seriously, if you go into the average 13...
Right? The next thing I did was Google, does caffeine kill spiders? Because the next thing I Googled, pass the caffeine, pass it to took a drink out of the drip tray and died.
And it turns out that everyone that's been chugging on Tassimo coffee, dead.
I Googled it. It doesn't. And in fact, if you give spiders caffeine, they make really bizarre reps. They do them way too quickly. It's amazing. So,
fantastic.
It is. So, yeah, I'm fucking freaked out, to be honest with you.
The trick is, mate, it got so spazzed on coffee that it forgot it was about to die of old age. It just worked so hard. It was like, ah!
I think you're right. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. That's excellent.
I know, creepy spider stories.
Seriously, mate, most people, like if you hear, average 12-year-old, 13-year-old these days amped up on, energy drinks and that, they could be fucking dead for months. The only reason you'd think there's something wrong is just because they're gone quiet.
Yeah.
That's it. Hang on a minute. No racial slurs. No talking about doing someone's mum. What's going on here?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you just touch them. It's like, they're still warmish. Huh. Must be all right. Just slumped over, just looking at the screen like a zombie. Plenty of energy drinks still here. Yep, I'll just waddle off out of the room then. There you go. That's fine. There you go. Yeah. That's preserved. They'll be there for months, preserved, because of all the energy drinks they've had. Little bastards.
The next thing I then Googled was, I should have Googled this, is I've just found a dead spider in my house. Why? Or worse, that effect. And the top result was, and this is why I'm even more freaked out, is once spiders have made their nests and they have all their young ready to hatch, they go off and die.
Fantastic. So what you're saying is you've got a massive spider's nest in your place.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Shelob to emerge behind my blinds over there or out behind the Tassimo machine any second.
It's gonna be. Do you know what would be really funny? I'm gonna
Just
really
like-
put you off that machine. They're all inside the coffee machine.
Oh, that's fine. Just adds more protein to it.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, I was like, that's like, fuck. I just all read that and just started looking like, where could it be?
So I haven't had to worry about any of that. We've had wasps nesting in the wall in the art room.
Oh, we had that last year in our eaves. We had wasps.
Just standard fare, really. Not
Yeah.
bothered.
Anyway, woodies, yeah.
Spiders, not a problem. Children, get rid of them.
Yeah, my dad tried to use wasps to store foam, like sort of at a long range distance on it. Didn't work.
Oh, there you go.
It missed completely. So.
Oh, we have
Yeah.
bumblebees nesting, apparently. I've just been informed.
Well, there you go.
Not in our coffee machine, not like you. So we ain't got to worry about that. We ain't got caffeine amped bees. That would be fantastic.
If that works.
Can you imagine the dancers from the Caffeine Ant Bees?
Video.
They'd be fucking tap dancing.
Hi, Inky's hand.
Bah.
Oh, there's Inky's hand.
That's abuse.
Fuck you.
Oh,
That's also abuse.
Well, it's good. This I can see the slight delay between the Twitch stream and the and the YouTube stream.
isn't it great? Just a quick question. Is Twitch on the low latency feed or...
I haven't got the foggiest idea.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you click the coggy majig, it'll say low latency.
Let's have a look. Oh. No, I haven't got anything like that on there.
Oh, fair enough.
Although
Don't
I
worry
can
about
report back and feedback for about our video.
Oh, there you go.
Advertisement is too loud. Yes, it is. Right. Anyway, shall we begin?
Yes.
Right. So, Skazz, what have you been playing?
Oh, bugger it. All right. So, got me new PC.
Yay!
Right, it's been fantastically mind-numbing. I've had to do troubleshooting on it already. It does look like high current USB devices being plugged in, because if they are, it won't post. That's good. Don't ask. It's weird. It's really weird. As soon as you unplug them, it posts. But you leave them in, not happy. Not happy at all. So, I've got this new PC.
Have you checked the BIOS? It's not trying to like boot a drive up, is it, through the USB?
No, it just hangs just every single time. It doesn't matter what you've got plugged in. If it's high current USB, it's just like, nope, not gonna boot. It's not gonna boot. As soon as you unplug it, everything comes on. The thing won't even give you a output on the display if you've got high current USB devices plugged in. But either way, so I've got this fantastic new PC. Right, I'd say reasonably high end. You know,
Can it run Crisis?
oh no, don't be stupid. Nothing can run Crisis. Nothing can run Crisis. It's just fucking. That's not even a thing. It's not even real. No one has actually even played Crisis. They just pretend they've played Crisis. They might
have you know. I've played the first half of Crisis.
No bollocks. You've probably played Crisis 2. Everyone can play Crisis 2 because that shit went on consoles. If you say to me you played Crisis 1, you're fucking lying.
I played Crisis 1 at 480p.
480p?
Yeah, 480p, 16-bit graphics. It was amazing.
Yeah, like half a frame a second.
Yeah.
Half a frame a
I
decade.
switched out the audio to chiptune, so the enemy's shouting sort of things in Korean. He went boop, doo, at you
You're all
instead.
like, hang on. Oh, is that a guy? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, well.
You've never lived. You've never thrown a pixelated chicken through a pixelated man to a pixelated house. I tell you.
See, what you're saying to me is, you're lying. You got up to the press any key to start screen in Crisis, and that probably took you about 4 days. So you're counting that as half of Crisis. You got it to boot.
What do you mean there's a game in Crisis? I
thought the title screen was... I thought it was a PC benchmark.
I thought it was you press the any key, you get the opening cutscene and the end credits. You don't know what the game is.
No, that's what happens when you play Call of Duty 4 and you play as Soap McTavish. You shoot one bullet, And because Soap McTavish, he's Scottish, mate. You fire one bullet, he's so hardcore, he's won the war. Credits roll, done. You can't lose. But yeah, I've got this beastly new PC. We ask, can it run Crysis? Of course it can't. Stupid people, it's a PC benchmark. You can't play a benchmark. So I loaded up a game that had no business being on a PC this powerful. Call of Duty 1.
Oh, good.
You're a bit shocked.
Yeah, a little bit. Have you got to the Russian campaign yet?
Oh, I've done it.
Were you able to recreate the bug I had with the guy going through the door?
Oh, what? Because he's scripted to die?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens all the time. There's like all the fucking time, mate.
No. Have you been able to bug it so like you got ahead of him and he still died?
No, yeah, that happens all the time. Majority of the time, NPCs, the non-player characters on your team only die if they're scripted to. Otherwise, they're bullet sponges. Majority of the time, they'll just stand there and just fucking take it.
I spent trying to save him because that was my little challenge. I was going to try and save him. It never worked.
Our survey says, no, mate, scripted.
I got in front of him at least twice and he both died. He just shocked and had a heart attack and died.
Yeah, that's great. They're just watching them just roll over on the floor. You're like, you were supposed to die there, but there was nothing there, mate. Or all of a sudden, a stray explosion goes off and you're like, there was no one to lob a grenade. They're all dead. I wiped them out.
There's some fan fiction waiting to happen where, like, you're Call of Duty NPC, you get to the stage you're about to die, but some player saves you, and then you just don't know what to do the rest of your life. You just stand around, and like Final Destination, the NPCs are having freaky things happen to him.
It's like, I don't know what to do. Oh my god, I'm going to time out. My script doesn't tell me what to do next.
Yeah. They sort of explored that in Bioshock Infinite, where there's a point where you merge two realities together, and the people who have died in the previous reality but who are still alive in the current reality, they get merged. And they basically have like a mental breakdown because they remember themselves dying.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, you just walk around these people just literally having mental breakdowns. It's quite sad and creepy.
I can imagine. But yeah, play.
I like Call of Duty 1, actually. Well, out of the Call of Duties I played, that's what I liked, because it actually it felt epic.
Yeah. See, I remember when we first spoke of Call of Duty 1, you really didn't like it because of how scripted it was. But when I think about it, all first-person shooters were really like that, unless they were arena shooters at the time.
I felt that basically it got too far. Call of Duty 4 got away with it because it was like meant to be cinematic, so got away with it a bit. Mm-hmm. Then when they kept making them even more and more heavily scripted. I didn't like the scripting so much. I didn't like how you can go off scripting it too much. But as an overall game, I actually did like Call of Duty 1.
Sure.
I have memories of taking cover behind a dead cow. That's all you really need to know about Call of Duty 1.
Yeah, mate, just throw... You know, do you remember the bit where you have to climb down from the silo after sniping all the people in the field, or is that Call of Duty 2? I'm sure that's Call of Duty. That might be Call of Duty 1. There's you're on a silo and you're having to snipe these mortar teams coming in. That might actually be Call of Duty 2, right? And it was fucking... All I've got to do is climb down a ladder, a magnetic ladder. Can I fucking do it without breaking both my character's legs and getting the game over screen? Can I? Fuck. Why? Because Dingleberry NPC 1 decides he's going to push me off the ladder and I get launched into space. So, yeah, I go first. I'm scripted to be here and my character just goes, bing, whee, straight off. And I had to wait for all of the NPCs to climb down before me, make sure they'd cleared the ladder so that then I could climb down. I died like 4 or 5 times climbing down a fucking ladder. There was nothing to shoot me.
Ladders are dangerous. You should know this.
How many soldiers died in World War II from falling from ladders?
Many. It was a silent killer. More soldiers died from ladders than in mortar attacks. It's a known fact.
More soldiers died from ladders than in trenches.
Yeah. The ladder death statistics are very high. Very high indeed. It's the unsort of like sung death of World War II.
See, no one ever thought to train their soldiers how to go up and down ladders, did they?
No, they didn't. If all the soldiers had been brickies, they'd been all right. They
That'd have been
worked.
fine.
But they weren't. Some
Go on,
worked,
lads, off
and
you
then the
go.
ones that survived, yeah. But no, the amount of ones who like sort of like tried to slide down them, or like tried to use them like stairs, or tried to parachute off with a handkerchief. It's
The
just
people who
terrifying.
didn't even realise they had to use them to go down and they just jumped.
The amount of people who died who walked up to the ladders, as you say, didn't realise they had to press the use key to get on them, and just stood there around running into an infantry.
Call of Duty 1, you just run into them.
Oh, they're what those ones?
They're
I
magnetic.
I prefer those ones.
They're evil. Because what if you don't stick to them when you're going back down? That's when you die.
That is the only downside, man. You have to do something that's all like a little dance to get onto the ladder to go back down.
Yep.
That's the downside. That's why you often find, particularly in Half-Life games, they have a position so when you go up, the ladder to go onto is usually got like a little jump, the opposite side of it, so you sort of jump onto it.
There you go, and then you stick and you're done. But
yeah,
I played COD 1. So a load of people were asking me on stream because I was getting really raggy with Final Fantasy VII. Can you play some first-person shooters? And I was like, well, you know what? Sod it. We'll play some Call of Duty games. I've got a load of Call of Duty games. Why not? So we started with Call of Duty 1, which was basically made by a bunch of guys who did Medal of Honor on PlayStation 2, if I remember rightly.
okay.
Then we went through Medal of Honor. Then we went through Call of Duty 2, which is basically the same game. A lot of the same scenarios and all that fluff. Then we went through Call of Duty 4.
Ooh.
So we went into Modern Warfare, then Modern Warfare 2, and then Modern Warfare 3. And I've gone through 5 Call of Duty games in the last 2 weeks. And you know
Why
what?
are you doing this to yourself?
I've only now started to suffer with Call of Duty Burnout.
I was saying, I'm amazed you made that far.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Now, I was just back to Call of Duty 1 quickly.
Hmm?
Do you not think the start of Call of Duty, the Russian campaign in Call of Duty 1 is perhaps like the bit I remember the most about it? When you're doing Stalingrad Beach, that's the bit I remember the most, but that's the bit I liked the most about the whole game, where you just like get shoved off the boat with some ammunition and left to it, and if you turn around one button, they shoot you. That was my favourite bit of that game.
Because they have pretty much the same groove in Call of Duty 2, I was going to say you actually start with a gun in the Russian campaign. Yeah. You're
going up in the world.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I remember that in Call of Duty 1. Like, you actually see the flag bearers running, and all you've got is some bullets, and this guy's... So, if anyone
it's
doesn't...
basically enemy at the gate, start at enemy at the gate is what they did. They just copied it.
So, it's like... So, for anyone that doesn't know, the Russians during World War II didn't really have a lot going for them. They had guns, bullets, but it didn't necessarily mean you had both, right?
No.
So, if the guy in front of you got killed, you grabbed his gun and kept running. If you turned back, you got shot. And there's actually a section in Call of Duty right at the start where they start shooting their own men for basically being cowards. There's an entire scripted sequence where you have to get past a heavy gunner, like a mounted gun in a building, and because you have to run back at one point from where you are, the soldier that is trying to help you get across says, "Don't worry, I will sort out the commanding officer that's by the beach, because he will fire on you because you're going back towards the beach." You run towards that commanding officer, the guy who you're with just basically turns and shoots him. Because otherwise you would have gotten done in for running. They were not fond of, backstepping, backpedaling. You couldn't do it. That was a very fun campaign. The Call of Duty campaigns, I think they're fantastic. I'm not a huge fan of Call of Duty, really, in the grand scheme, but you don't think you're attached to the characters until it's over. Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2 really kicked you in the face when it came to characters. You're like, nondescript character 3 here. This is who I'm playing as. And all of a sudden something happens to that character and you're like, oh shit. Oh god, no. It's like, but you didn't realise you had an attachment to these NPCs or these characters until that kind of stuff happened. We were just going around like you were just playing a brainless shooter. But they have this fantastic way of really pulling you in. The stories are stupid as all hell, but they work. The way they...
I think the issue of Call of Duty was they made so many of them, and they put them out so quickly that it basically, I think, in my case, like, really, you can't just... You're not letting it settle, you're not letting it sort of breathe.
But let's be fair, didn't Medal of Honor have like 3 games in a matter of years as well?
Let's see, you had Medal of Honor 1, that came out 2001? No, earlier than that, because that was the PS1.
Yep, and then you had Medal of Honor 2 on PlayStation 1, then there was another game on PlayStation 2. Then they started making Call of Duty games.
Yeah, but they're not like, it wasn't like every single year, though, was it?
Well, it was like nearly every other year.
Let's have a look.
Oh, Ram's going to take a look. We're going to be going fact-checking here. Medal of Honor came out pretty quick.
Oh, well, hang on. I searched for Medal, clicked the first link, and of course didn't think to myself to actually put game. So let's see. So the first one came out in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
Second one came out in 2000, so about a year later.
Mm-hmm.
Third one came out 2002, so a couple of years after that. And then the last one I played, Rising Sun, came out in 2003. That was the last one I played. I couldn't get into Rising Sun.
I think I may have played that one, the start of it, but I didn't. I've only ever finished the first couple Medal of Honor games. At that point, I was kind of suffering with World War burnout.
Yes, I know what you mean by that. There was a point where every game was a World War II game.
Yeah.
And any mod, and if someone it was a modern game, and someone made a mod for it, it'd only be a World War II mod.
Yeah.
And I think since it was Solar Empire, which is this 3D sort of futuristic space game where you're flying, piloting ships through planets, has a World War II mod. Yeah. So that happened. But I think the simple reason why everybody does World War II mods is because most of the stuff in it most of the stuff that the designs are non-copyrighted.
Mm-hmm.
And there've been a lot of art assets created for you already just to copy.
Yeah.
You ain't got far to work from, have you? So it makes sense to do World War II. It saves you a lot of work. And you just go to any museum and copy their guns. Talking of copying guns, have you seen, I think this is the more recent Call of Duty, have you seen the mistake they made with the magazines?
Nope. Wait, more recent Call of Duty, which one? Because there's been 2 or 3 recently.
Oh, yes. Because I
got asked this as I was going through Call of Duty 2. Someone asked me, "Are you going to play the newer Call of Duty games?" Or the newer Call of Duty game? And I was like, "Which one? Are we talking the remake of Modern Warfare 1, or are we talking about the one that's in space, or
right? Modern Warfare 2 remastered.
That's not even out yet, is it?
Well, I've got pictures from it, and the characters in it. You're going to like this. The magazines are they've modded them. They've obviously been using airsoft guns for the practical modelling and stuff as reference.
Mm-hmm.
They've copied the magazines, the airsoft magazines.
Oh, there you go. Fantastic.
So, yeah.
See, I wasn't aware that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was out. I've played... So on stream recently, I played Call of Duty 1, Call of Duty 2, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. The original ones. I would like to try the remasters of Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 1 and 2. But my God, they're expensive as all balls.
Well, that's because they know Call of Duty players will pay the money for them, don't they?
Yeah, see, I flat out refuse. I was lucky enough to be able to get most of them for less than £15. And I'll be honest with you, Call of Duty campaigns are worth that. I have no interest in Call of Duty multiplayer. Last time I played Call of Duty multiplayer was Black Ops 1, and I sucked hard at it. As an arena shooter player, going into, an arcadey, semi-realistic shooter, so, you take a couple body shots, you're down kind of thing, that just completely threw me. The fact that I wasn't a bullet sponge in arena.
Yeah.
So, I think the games are worth it. I mean, Call of Duty 1, World War 2. Call of Duty 2, World War 2. Call of Duty 3 was made by someone else in this console only, which is why I haven't played it.
Are you thinking of Big Red one?
No. It's Call of Duty 3 is a console only release.
This is the actual Call of Duty. There's like 1,000 different versions of them.
No, it's just Call of Duty 3.
Well, I'm sure a couple of them were effectively like the third one, but in different platforms. They just rebranded the name. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Call of Duty 3 was called Call of Duty 3. Big Red one was Call of Duty 2.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. They've changed the names of them in different platforms. They're same based. Well,
no, but Call of Duty 3, actual Call of Duty 3, the third Call of Duty 3 was a console-only release. So it was on Wii and PlayStation and all that. And then the next one done by the guys that did Call of Duty 2 was Call of Duty 4.
Which is the one that really that's what that really sort of
Modern Warfare
kicked off. Yeah, that's what basically, in my opinion, that's the one that sort of put Call of Duty like really on the map.
No one really gave a toss. Call of Duty had its fan base before. But, as we all say, people were suffering with World War II burnout. And even the guys of Infinity Ward said they were not the games they wanted to make. They wanted to make a current-day shooter. And let's be fair, why would you play Call of Duty 1 or 2 over and over and over again when you could play as Master Chief or some hyper-powered space marine that can just stomp all over everything in online multiplayer matches? So when we got modern guns, people were more interested.
Yeah.
Modern scenarios. We weren't just running around with pieces of wood and stabbing each other with them. I know Call of Duty has a bit of a stigma. Even I crap all over Call of Duty, but some of those stories have power. They really do kick you in the nuts. And literally just for, a few NPCs shouting at you random stuff like, oh my god, guys on the top floor, or whatever. Or even just hearing them scream tango down. I'm just like, I'm actually becoming attached to these characters. Admittedly, though, and I'm going to sound like a real dick, I never, ever got attached to the American team. The American Special Forces, I couldn't give a flying fuck about. Don't remember any of the characters from the American Marine Corps.
Had they made the mistake of making more generic American Special Forces you see in every film and TV show? They all basically the same.
Pretty much. If I heard one more guy go, hooah, I was like, oh, fuck you, dude.
Oh, God, I hate that.
It made me want to vomit. And, by the time you get through... The best part of Call of Duty 4, spoiler alert for anyone that hasn't played a game that came out over a decade ago?
Oh, yeah, easily.
There's a nuke that goes off and wipes out the American fucking army. It's fantastic. Didn't give a damn about them. It was a powerful scene, but my god, I didn't give a toss about them. But if anything bad happened to the British Special Forces, I was like, oh my god, no, not gas.
Not gas.
Not gas.
He makes the best tea.
I was like, oh no, soap. What's happened, mate? No.
Who's got the bacon patties?
Roach, ghost, no. But like, I got attached to the characters. I enjoyed playing through, as you said, like in Call of Duty 1 and 2, I enjoyed playing the Russian campaign. The Russian campaign was probably my favourite of all of them because it seemed so damned brutal.
That's why in the first one, that's why I liked it so much.
As you said, when you see the Russian the commanding officers literally just pulling guns out and just shooting their own men for just literally turning round to look behind them, it was intense. And I understand that in a lot of cases they're heavily scripted and they're pretty broken. You can break that script and like you wouldn't believe, but they're quite fun. They really do have you on the edge of the seats.
Where do you think Games Workshop got the idea for commissars from, and where the Imperial Guard come from? They're basically the Russians.
Good old Russia. Good old Russia. Did you know, by the way?
Games Workshop is back.
Oh, there you go. Congratulations. Yeah. Now you can order more miniatures.
I bought a Land Raider.
There you go. Now you can play your games. I had this vision of you and your guys setting up. You had your table. They had their table. You set up web cameras, and you were literally... You move, and then you look on their screen. Okay, so that's where they are roughly. Okay, so I want to get out my measure. So there you go. Yeah. I had this vision of like you didn't have any of their miniatures on your table. You were just looking at their screen. They're about here.
I just use After Effects and the masking tool to like overlay.
Yeah, so just like blend them in. It's like there you go. He gets himself a little projector, an overhead projector, and he just like beams it down onto the table. It's like there you go, fucking bastard. I've got you, mate. No, you haven't. You've turned the zoom up on it. It's like no, I assure you, you're well within range.
Yeah.
And then you see the first over the internet game of Warhammer turns into a table flip session. But
the thing is, though, it won't because neither person can tip their own tables up because they'll damage their models.
Oh yeah, that's just like oh no, that cost me a fortune. That there's like $5,000 worth of damage in that one table flip.
That's a small army. $5,000. I mean, what do? Kill team? I mean. Is this a Mordheim army you've got set up on there for just $5,000? I don't know where
Christ, how could you save $5,000, you peasant?
Having said that, my Space Marine army behind me, I probably, as in new models, I probably spent only about £150 on.
Fair,
for most of the models of that Space Marine army, box sets, bought to get the rule books, and it's cheaper to buy the box sets than most stuff you get with them.
Yeah, that's it. So that was the same with Blood Bowl. Yeah. In a lot of cases, it was cheaper just to buy another board with more balls and more rule cards and stuff like that than it was to buy, just to buy the individual pieces. I was like, oh fuck that, mate! I'll just buy the starter set again. So, but I don't want to go. I can't really go into Call of Duty much. It is a scripted first-person shooter that took the world by storm. Many years after the fact. I don't think anyone thought it would. Because it had the early games had their diehard fans. Yeah. But by Call of Duty 4, they grabbed the world by the balls. It surprised the hell out of them, I reckon. And, it was all right. It is all right.
Wasn't Call of Duty 4 one of the first... I might be sort of getting my timings on this. Was it one of the first sort of proper Xbox Live games, like one of the early, one of the first ones that you had like all that proper multiplayer for Xbox Live and stuff.
No, I used to play Return to Castle Wolfenstein on the original Xbox on Xbox Live, and I think we played.
I think let's be honest, it was the multiplayer that basically put Call of Duty.
Oh
on
yes,
the map.
It was. Yeah. Oh god, yeah. People were originally kind of drawn in. The Call of Duty crowd were pulled in because, oh, hey, it's Call of Duty, but it's a modern war. Okay, cool. We've got, like, new guns and stuff. But the multiplayer became so addicting. I mean, have you ever played, like, Doom Deathmatch or Quake? Like, playing Quake Arena? You could just sit there and just burn hours and hours and hours just running maps. I remember playing UT with my friends. We could sit there for hours just playing Instagib. It's dumb as hell. But you could spend hours doing it. Call of Duty Modern Warfare was fantastic for the time, and I will say I'm glad they've remastered Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and 2. I hope they do 3 soon. And just a quick question, did they release Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's remaster, or are they releasing it separately, or are they doing what they did with the last one? I think they released Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 as a bundle. You had to buy, like, the big collector's box set of whatever the other one was.
I am now Googling as we speak. It is available. It's been released.
It is on PC.
Yeah, 20 quid on PC. Available on Xbox. Well, sorry, 20 quid available on Xbox One.
Oh, okay, I was going to say 20 quid on PC. That's cheap.
Xbox like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, £20. Includes the Warzone, Clean Warzone. Bottom close to it. Doesn't seem to imply requirements. Doesn't seem to imply you have to have anything else. It looks like it's a standalone thing by the looks of it.
Fair. Yeah, see, because Modern Warfare Remastered, I think you had... I don't remember which one it is, but like Infinite Warfare or something, you had to buy the collector's edition of that for console players, which isn't so bad now because you can get it for like 12 quid. But I think for PC, they did do a separate release, but you had to pay like 30 odd quid for it. And a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not paying 30 quid for it when you can buy the base campaign for, or the base game, the original game for,
yeah,
you know, a fraction of the price. I would like to play the remaster. I'm going to be honest with you when it comes to World War 1 and World War 2. World War 2 and Modern Warfare Call of Duties. I much prefer the Modern Warfare series. Call of Duty 2 was the first one where they suffered with console-itis, because it was the first one released on consoles. Where you got like regenerating health and stuff like that. But
oh yeah, not a fan of that.
See, I save scummed the crap out of Call of Duty 1 because you had to get health kits a la Medal of Honor and original Halo. That game can be brutally difficult because, you know, you could end up like having a slither of health, the game is saved, you're about to get wrecked by like 30 guys. Call of Duty 2, I found, as long as I have a reasonably fast gun, like rapid-fire gun, I could just sprint at my enemy and spray and pray, and they would just deck to the floor because I don't have to worry too much because I have regenerating health.
Yeah.
However, when I got to Call of Duty 4, the game's like, mate, we've learned how to script stuff now. We can grenade you from the other side of the map. And I'm like, oh no! They know what they're doing! One guy is actually a threat now.
But it's an artificial threat. He can just like, oh, I'm just going to grade you. I can't see. I don't actually know you're there. I'm just going to chuck a grenade and be hopeful.
Well, let's put it this way. Call of Duty 1, as a dick move, I was like, I wonder how close I can get to these guys before they realise I'm here. And I was practically right on top of the enemy. And then he turned around and shot me and killed me. I was like, ah! I started laughing. I cried laughing. I was like, oh, that's how close I have to be before they actually see me. Okay. Yeah. Modern Warfare, I just have to be in the vicinity. Grenades come flying in from everywhere. Windows get fucking smashed in, and guys are just trying to batter the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
It's insanity.
I'm not a fan of psychic enemies, if I'm honest.
Wow. Have you played any of the new Call of Duty games?
No. I've not played Call of Duty since Call of Duty 1.
Wow. So why not Call of Duty 2 then? So if you liked Call of Duty 1, why not 2?
I think I was like you. At that point, I was fed up with World War II games.
Sure.
Because I played Medal of Honor, I played Call of Duty, and I just couldn't pick up another World War II game.
Yeah.
But having said that, it's a long time ago, so I might be misremembering my reasons for not playing it. But I think I have this thing with game series is I like to play all the games in the series.
Mm-hmm.
So when a series starts getting rapidly released, one after the other, it's like, I can't start this because I have to start from scratch. I can't dedicate that much of my life to playing through that entire series. So that's why I just never play it. Which is why I've never played in modern Call of Duties because, like, no, I couldn't. I'd have to go back to Call of Duty 1, 2, 4, and work my way along all the game series.
Call of Duty 1 and 2 were the longest ones.
Yeah, but
about 7 hours apiece. 4,
but still,
you can bang that out in less than 5 hours.
But still, we add all the series, all the games in the series together to catch up. It's like, that's just too intimidating. I'm not doing that.
You say that, but I can guarantee you I've burnt through 5 Call of Duty games in less time than you've spent on Far Cry 3. I mean, I can guarantee it. I went through 3 Call of Duty games in 15 hours. So, I mean, how long have you played Green Hell for?
Oh, probably getting on to 30 hours.
There you go. I've probably played 5 Call of Duty games in less time than you've played Green Hell.
Probably.
So you could quite easily... I mean, you could sit down in an afternoon. They are not hard. The stories are actually they're goofy fun. You know, the Americans are derpy action hero guys, but I quite like the British guys. Colonel Shepard's a prick. Just saying.
When they learn that, you know, as you say, derpy action heroes are sort of ultra tough. Yeah, we're action heroes. Yeah, ultra tough. Yeah. But I'm the big guy who doesn't say much. And I'm the dick-ass one who makes all the crappy comments that everybody really hates, but I'm actually quite good at certain bits. I'm the sort of like low, sort of creepy guy at the front who like sort of is a sniper. When will they learn that actually these kind of characters are boring and no one finds them interesting, and you see them in every film?
Well, they didn't.
It's like they're just fucking boring.
They weren't quite that bad. They weren't quite that bad, but they were just typical Americans. Like so much patriotism. It was.
Oh God!
They bled patriotism. They bled red, white, and blue. Whereas the British guys were just like, oh, this is fucking shit, but we'll do it anyway. Let's go fuck them up. You know, we're going to be in hell for this, but fuck it, we've got to do it.
Being British, that's very accurate.
You know, I was like, oh, shit's just got real. Well, fuck it then. The Americans are screwed up again. All right, we'll go in and sort it out. But I will recommend you try Call of Duty 4. So Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3. You have to play all 3 to get the full story, though. But that's less than 15 hours on regular difficulty.
I'll put on easy and do it in 10.
Yeah, go for it. Do it. I mean, in fairness, the AI can go a bit crazy, but then I did go a bit... And... You know, it's fun for switching my brain off and just, you know, centering screen and click. It was pretty neat. It was fun. The games, I will say, look beautiful. The music's still pretty solid, and in some cases, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 still holds up graphically. Modern Warfare 1 even still looks pretty solid even today. I'm looking forward to seeing what the like Black Ops 3, I think, is one of the newest ones. I want to know how good that looks now. I'm not particularly interested in Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, because Black Ops was the last Call of Duty I actually played properly up until recently. But I just want to see what they look like now. I have to. They look fantastic. So, yeah, I've been playing Call of Duty and really quite enjoying it. Haven't touched online, but the stories have been fun. Goofy and fun.
Marvellous. Well...
You're letting us down because I've played 5 games, motherfucker.
I played 1 game this afternoon. It took me an hour and a half.
Oh,
so there you go.
There you go.
I've been busy last week because we've sort of... We've got back into D&D again, and I've had to start catching up with my writing because everybody's catching up to where I am in the campaign.
Dun, dun, dun.
And we've been doing bigger sessions because they're getting through the campaign quicker than I'm writing it, so I'm having to every evening just tapping and writing.
Just get the old dungeon AI in.
Yeah, I should do, shouldn't I? Set that next to me.
And you'll be like, oh yeah, there's no windows. Open the window. Yeah, mate, you've just climbed out the window. Good job.
Yeah, should do. So I played again this afternoon. Called Transmission Element 120.
Okay.
It's not a mod. Well, it's not a mod. It's a game set in the Half-Life 2 universe, but not made by Valve.
Okay.
Some guys just obviously did it as a little project, and he's made this game, and he's used all the assets from Half-Life 2, As he obviously uses a Half-Life engine, and he's basically made his own little game.
Okay.
And I played it. So I played it, and I wasn't expecting a lot of it because it's someone's all homemade game.
Yeah.
And it's not deep. It's about an hour and a half. So it's probably, if this was a Valve game part, this would be one level.
If this was a Valve game, it took 10 years to make.
Yeah, true. So it's kind of like one level in a normal Half-Life game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's using all the assets from Half-Life, so it's all the same voice assets, the stars and so forth. It's just distorted them a little bit with a bit of audio editing and distorted them a bit. And you're basically playing through this like little section all by itself. Usual for you have to collect weapons and crowbar. But he's tried to put his own. One thing he has tried, in fairness, he's tried. Or I'm saying they might be a she. They have tried to do is put have made their own version of the gravity gun.
Okay.
And basically, they've turned the gravity gun into the rocket jump gun.
Oh, fucking hell.
So when you fire, instead of it being used as gravity, it basically fires like this orb, which when it hits something, just sort of explodes, but it's like a push of physics energy. So it's like sort of the reverse gravity gun. Instead of putting things towards you, you shoot this thing away from you, it explodes and fires energy everywhere.
Okay.
But you can also use it to rocket jump with it. So you just aim down, jump, and push a button, off you go, fly into the air, and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a mechanic. And the other mechanic it has is it's that the monsters can't see in the dark. So he wants you so that you basically turn the lights off to work your way through and just all try and navigate through in the dark to deal with situations.
Okay.
He tries to set up a few sections like this, and first section you have to go to the dark because there's two towers they can see you. If the lights are on, they'll just shoot you to hell. But if you put the lights on, they can't see you. Just walk up to them, pick them up, and throw them away. Mm-hmm. Or do what I do, pick one up and hold it in front of me, and just walk around and have my own little personal machine gun. But there's another pit later on. I'm talking about dodgy AI. It's like a pit, and it's full of head crab zombies, full of them. And he's put these QR codes all around it, and you can scan. If you zoom in on them, you'll decode them.
Okay.
And it'll tell you clues. And to be fair, they're proper QR codes. So I tried scanning one with an app on my phone, and it came back with the same results. So they're proper QR codes, to be fair. And it's basically this pit with all zombies in it. There's a generator, and what you're meant to do is go up to the generator, switch off so it goes dark, then go down to the pit, and then you can walk around because it's dark. They won't see you, and then you can use a winch to open a door.
Mm-hmm.
What I chose to do was, I wonder if I could survive using just the crowbar. So I just got out the crowbar, saved, and just jumped into the pit of the crowbar and just started legging it round the outside, hitting every zombie.
As you do.
As you do. And I was doing all right. I took out 2 or 3 of them, and then the AI had a moment, and they all just stopped and stood there. They just yeah. Because I wondered, because he was spawning them, they're being spawned and coming in. Is he set this grill which they could walk through, which you couldn't walk back through? So re-entering. So I think obviously thinking, I'll stop them doing it, but it's not infinite. They do eventually stop. But yeah, they just sort of stopped at one point, just stood there staring at me. So I just walk up to just hit him on the head and with the crowbar and take him out.
Bless him. It's almost like the AI decided to have a nap.
It was, yeah. I just did the whole lot out of a crowbar and raised him into fighting and turned the light off.
The game didn't expect you to go full retard and jump in and start whacking stuff. It was like, oh god, I don't know what to do. Just, we're done.
Yeah. Because the fear issue, I still think if the AI hadn't stopped, I still would have won. Mm-hmm. Because I was because it's a big enough space, I could loop around them, just circle around them. And what I do is hit 2 or 3 at a time. Eventually, you're going to hit the same 2 or 3, and you're going to kill them.
Sure.
So, and I discovered I'm still a reasonably good shot of the gravity with the gravity gun and so forth. I'm quite pleased actually. I'm still a reasonably good shot. I've still got it, mate. I've still got it.
I have a question because
yes,
I'm not a huge fan of Half-Life.
I do.
Have they actually finished Black Mesa yet?
Yes.
Is it finished?
Yeah, finished.
Right, because that is actually on my download list.
Oh, there you go.
To go through Black Mesa.
Yeah.
Don't think I can stomach the rest of them, but if I can handle Call of Duty,
I need to finish Black Mesa. I must admit, it's funny actually, because playing this, it felt like I suddenly realised actually what made Half-Life fun. And the physics, all sorts of different and interesting. And what also made it a little bit frustrating in places, so it's got, as you say, your favourite, the magnetic ladders. And you fucking run like a train. When you do, and what Half-Life does, I forgot it does, is that you have like deceleration. So when you stop moving forward, most games you come to virtually to a standstill instantly. Not on Half-Life, you sort of keep going a bit. But actually, surprising how quickly you adapt to that, and you just plan it in with your moves. Surprising how quickly you adjust. And eventually, and it has these like, I mean, be fair, he's telling a little story. He's done quite well actually for a game that's so short. And it's his little passion project. Good on him or her or them. And it does have these little set pieces. Set pieces where you're on a construction site, the zombies start raging you, but you can like push these concrete pipes down, and you can crush them, block the holes up and stuff to slow them down.
Sure.
That's what it's good. Oh, the gravity gun he's got is its ammo is linked to your sprint power.
All right.
So because you're in the Half-Life universe, your sprinting is actually your suit sort of like helping you along. So it uses the same power reserve. In the original game, you use the same power reserve as your flashlight, which was annoying. This one, you use the same power reserve as the gravity gun. So every time you're firing your gravity gun, you're basically losing the ability to run.
Okay. And
if you run, you can't fire the gravity gun. And again, at the end, he throws 3 striders at you. The big sort of walkie things. And as I play, I miss playing against these. I actually want to go back and play. Because I'm going to pick up Half-Life Alyx.
No, I was actually going to ask you, have you, because you've got a VR setup.
Yeah. I hadn't. The reason I hadn't, A, because I got furloughed and all that sort of stuff from work at the time. I was like, I'm going to be a bit careful here. And B, I want to get a third sensor for my headset, because where I've got set up, it works fine. Trouble is, it's not got a lot of rear sensitivity.
Okay.
So I turn around, it loses tracking. So I want to get a third sensor that I can set up, which you can still get them, only about 20 quid. I just want to get a third sensor I can set up sort of behind me to just give it another point of reference so I don't lose the tracking.
Sure.
But I've basically been a bit tight, but I'm getting a lot of bills paid simultaneously this month, so I'm going to have quite a bit in the kitty, as it were.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab myself Half-Life Alyx and another sensor. I'm also probably going to grab myself a HOTAS.
Not fair, that.
Yeah, to set up so I can. Then I'll get able to then. Cause I said I didn't want to buy the new Mech Warrior until I had a HOTAS.
Yeah.
So I'm then want to get the new Mech Warrior as well along my HOTAS and.
See, I want to get into Elite Dangerous, like properly get into Elite Dangerous, but I don't want to play it until I've got a HOTAS. And if I had to be honest, I really, really want a HOTAS and a VR setup, so that I can actually look around my ship and just, little things. The immersion.
I've played Call of Duty with VR. I have played it, and it is really good. I mean, obviously, the VR time I've got is an early generation. It's sort of the first consumer generation VR, because it's the Oculus Rift, the first consumer generation. And the graphics aren't as good as playing on your monitor. However, over the fact that you are immersed beats it.
Yeah.
And what actually sort of made me... I tell you the interesting... It's funny we talk about HOTAS. What made me really struggle with it, and felt really weird, is because in Elite Dangerous, you're in a cockpit, you can look down and see your body.
Yeah.
But when you look down and see your body, your guy has got his hands on a joystick and his hands on a HOTAS. He's got his joystick on, he's got a HOTAS in the cockpit. And the disconnect between the fact that I'm moving a joystick but using a keyboard and what he's doing doesn't match.
Yeah.
Just to set a little switch off in my brain, like this doesn't make sense. So the reason I want to get a HOTAS, I think actually that would just sort of really, because I would love to be able to play Call of Duty with Call of Duty.
Elite Dangerous. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
When I go, I'm going to do that and load it up, because I think that'll just be absolutely spectacular. Mm-hmm. To be able to fly through space and.
See, I tried it with keyboard and mouse, and as beautiful as it is, I was just like, I can't be doing this.
I played it for quite a while with a joystick, just a single joystick, and that works all right. You can do most of it just using a joystick. You need at least a joystick.
Yeah.
I couldn't play with keyboard and mouse. I don't know how people do.
Some of my mates have played the Xbox version of Elite Dangerous. They play it on obviously an Xbox pad, and I was like, I can't do it. A game like Elite Dangerous needs a HOTAS. If you don't have one, you are cheaping yourself out.
Yeah. I think as for space combat, you need a HOTAS because you need to be able to control your throttle so much. That's one thing I really had problems with playing with joystick. Actually, was the combat in space because all the controls on one joystick. Your hands got in the way of each other.
Yeah.
So it didn't feel natural. So that was really challenging. So yeah, that's my sort of plan. I might also splash out on a 3D printer.
Oh wow. Okay.
But it depends sort of how I've got to be a little bit sensible. I can't go mad. So, but yeah, I definitely want to get Half-Life Alyx and play that in the VR now. Once I get that all up and running, because I think that'd be cool to do. But yeah, you got to be careful, haven't you? But yeah, that's part of it. I just want to I was really pleased that she played this transmission at the Zero at 120. How it sort of pulled me back into Half-Life. Just that hour and a half of just Half-Life 2 gameplay just pulled me straight back into it. It's like, actually, this is really quite fun.
It worries me, though, if you're going to go back and play Half-Life, like the first two, it worries me that you're going to have the whole facing your heroes thing, kind of like what we have with Silent Hill 2. Because that sucked.
Maybe. But this game held up.
Sure.
It's the same mechanics, so... Hopefully so, but I might go back to it. I might go back to it.
I'll be interested to see what you... I'll be interested to hear what you think.
Yeah. So, there we are. But yeah, that's all I've been playing, really. So...
That's it. Quarantine's over for you, son.
Yeah. Working again. That, honestly, is a trouble, because we are now... Because of what we're doing, it's pretty much full on. So from 10 till 5, you're just full on work. You're full on non-stop. I've been taking... Normally, on a normal shift, I get a couple of tea breaks and an hour lunch, what I normally take. Yep. This last week, I've been taking perhaps a 10-minute lunch break, and that's all I've been having.
Wow. Yeah,
because it's so far, I ain't got time, because I've got so much to do. I haven't got time to stop, so I've been taking 10-minute lunch. Literally, the time it takes me to walk to the petrol station, buy a sandwich, come back and eat it, and then I'm back. So when I go home in the evening, it's like, I just can't be arsed or anything.
You just want to go to bed.
Pretty much, actually. I get home and I have to get changed and washed because I've been at work. All my clothes I get home, I don't use the same clothes twice in a row. They all get straight in the wash bin, ready to be put in the washing machine, full wash because I don't want to risk any contamination.
Yeah.
Because I've got elderly people in my house. I don't want that risk. And by the time it's like we're finishing about 6 o'clock, sort of like 5:30 time. And it's like, can we ask you anything else? So, but it's been very. It was easier this week than the week before. This week was easier because we're sort of going to the groove of it now.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite so bad, but the week before was pretty head on.
Gonna be honest with you, whole thing seems bollocks to me. But it's just me.
I'm essential. What can I say?
Yeah, there you go.
As
long as you're getting paid, mate. As long as you're getting paid.
Oh yeah, I'm getting paid all right because the company's basically said, have all the overtime you want, just take it. So yeah, and before I got brought back to work, when I got furloughed, not knowing how I was going to be furloughed, I asked all my various big debtors, like my bank loan and my car loan, saying, can I have a delay for like 3 months or so, just in case for while I'm furloughed? And of course I got defurloughed, but that's all gone through already. Such that I've got next 3 months, I'm not paying that.
Oh, there you go.
I was like, shall I cancel for? Nah, I'm just going to have the next 3 months. Have an extra £450 in my account.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, so I'll make use of that. I want to know what to do with myself, so...
Lots of Warhammer miniatures.
Yeah, but I've been very good now. I buy a miniature, I put it together, paint it before I buy anything else.
Oh, there you go.
That's my new rule. I only buy a miniature at a time, and it can't buy anything else until I've finished and painted that one, because I don't want to end up with a massive shrink wrap pile of Warhammer miniatures or lots of grey plastic sat on the shelf. I don't want that. That's my rule. And I think that's just a bit of discipline there to make sure it happens.
Yeah, for sure. I get you.
So, but yeah, other than that, all I've been reading, I've been watching. What have I done? Oh, I've watched.
What's he done? Nothing.
I've watched Attack on Titan season 2 and season 3.
Fair enough. Oh,
Yeah.
Mikey.
Is the speaker on a microphone upstairs?
No, it isn't. Why?
Okie dokie.
Why?
I just need to plug it on then.
Okay.
Interesting.
Fair that. You were saying?
Which what? Me or Inky?
You.
Yeah, I'm watching Attack on Titan season 2 and 3 this week. That's all I would say, really.
Any good?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying it.
See,
I
I,
like
can't
Attack on
watch,
Titan.
I can't watch Attack on Titan.
Really? I will say I can't. Aaron's character really irritates me. The main character fucking irritates me.
I've got a question for you both.
What?
What's your favourite food in quarantine? And what's your least favourite food?
None.
See, next
What was that to both answers?
Yes.
Right, what's your favourite?
Well, see, I'm not really in quarantine anymore. I'm back at work. Most favourite and least favourite food in quarantine. That's a toughie. I have been enjoying the Chinese we've been having every other Saturday night. Least favourite? No, I want to have a least favourite.
Favourite is Chinese. Least favourite, he hasn't got one yet.
Yeah.
You said
Yeah.
food hasn't been effective for you guys then?
No.
No.
It's just breaking the first 2 weeks.
We've been actually had quite a varied diet, to be fair, around here. We've been trying to cook something different every day, so we've had quite a varied diet.
I'll put on a stone.
Really?
Yeah.
So I haven't actually weighed myself. I'd like to think I've lost weight because there's been no McDonald's open and no Greg's open.
Yeah.
So I haven't been able to buy anything from. So I'd like to think I've lost some weight.
No, so yeah, I just started drinking sugar again. As soon as we went into quarantine, I was like, fuck it. Just drank litres and litres of sugar again.
Oh, well, I've just got a bit of sugar.
Now, let's be fair. I only weigh 10.5 now. So...
Oh yeah, you're not fit for slaughter yet, so you're
no,
right.
not quite.
No, I'm over fit for slaughter. So I'm too. Actually, no, that's not true. I'll be bacon weight. So I'm about 130. Last time I weighed myself, I was 130 kilos.
Not fair that.
I haven't weighed myself recently. I like to think I've lost weight because I'm just not. I'm working a lot more, not eating so much.
I'm back up to around 66.
Yeah, so I'm double your weight. Yeah, all but. It's a terrifying thought. Two of you equals one of me. I think
Fantastic.
I think more terrifying.
Could be worse.
Could be.
Could be worse. We could have been in a plane crash and people are like, fuck man, let's all eat Nick.
And I would say, I'm awfully sorry, I'm not fit enough to be eaten. I've got too much fat on me. What you need to do is wait for my diet to adjust so that I lose that fat and turn into meat. Pick him. I can tell you he's got better quality meat on him. I'll point to somebody over there.
Yeah, go for the bodybuilder.
Yeah, bodybuilder's not a bad shout because they have got a lot of muscle and very little fat. So actually, a bodybuilder wouldn't be a bad shout. If you're going to eat somebody, they'd have quite a decent amount of meat on them. But yeah, anyone who's muscly is a good choice. Anyone who's flabby, bad choice. Really bad choice. It's going to be a nightmare. You're going to have so much wastage. It's going to be a nightmare to butcher, nightmare to cook, and it's just going to be all greasy and horrible. It's just going to be it's not going to work.
Cannibalism 101, folks. You heard it here.
Look, if there's a plane crash, I'm involved. We have to sort to cameras. I'm putting myself in charge of the butchery because I can pick the right people.
There you go.
I know what I'm looking for.
There you go,
Yeah.
Nailed it.
We'll have a free range section. We'll have the commercial section as well, just in the corner there. We'll have that set all up. We'll just do it. So we'll have the corn fed.
The commercial farming is basically all the kids amped up on energy drinks.
yeah. In the plane, very small stalls all together. So like, come on, kids, we've got a few more years left.
In you go, you little bastards.
Yeah. There's some do good thing, but I can see a restaurant over there.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck that.
we only crashed 2 miles from London. I don't think we need to go down this route just yet.
No, we can't go to London. COVID-19, mate.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Blame Boris for this situation. The reason I'm meeting you is because of Boris.
Yeah, blame Bobo.
Yeah. Bobo. Yeah.
Bless him.
Yeah. There you go. So, yeah, if you're going to be in a plane crash, make sure you've got Mika with you.
There you go.
And I am quite a good cook.
There you go.
So, there you go. Top tips of the evening for you. I hope you've enjoyed that.
Nailed it.
Right. But yeah, that's all I can say. I don't think we could mention as well our plan for our gaming night.
Sure.
So we're planning to do a gaming night where we're going to do like sort of possibly sort of more general multiplayer games, just whatever really sort of games.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't arranged a night yet, but I think we need to arrange something soon.
For sure.
As it looks like we're going to be trapped in this for some more time.
Mm-hmm.
And as my work have changed their hours, so we're never going to be working past 6 o'clock. I can do a whole lot more freedom. So I think what we need to do is once we finish is we have a little chat and discuss, see what we can come up with.
Sounds like a plan, man.
And try and arrange like a body weight, like sort of even if bi-weekly or weekly day every week.
Yeah,
Or
whatever. Whatever works, man.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
And see what we come up with. So we've got a list of games we're going to work our way through first, I think. At least
Sounds good.
Work our way through first, and as stuff comes up or we see stuff, we'll give it a go. I do want, now you've got a new PC, I want to give Hunt Showdown a go.
Okay, I'll have to have a look into that.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're back into the embrace of Microsoft.
For now, because in fairness, this rig is all... This rig, with the exception of one piece, is all Linux compatible. It's all good for Linux.
Yeah. Feel the loving embrace of Windows, just gently stroking you there.
How about shove it up your ass?
That's Mac OS.
Oh yeah, that is basically Mac OS.
Yeah.
Sausages.
Right then, so I think that's it then. So thank you very much all for watching of the SuffolkRam,
Skazz.
and we'll see you in the fortnight on the, what will that be? That'll be the 23rd
I got a
of
clue.
May.
You do maths. You're in charge.
23rd of May. Week after my birthday. There you go.
Good job.
Nearly. So we'll see you then.
Rockin'. Take it easy, guys.
Cheers, guys.